I'm Wendy Watriss. I'm a co-founder and the artistic director and senior curator of FotoFest International.
I'm Fred Baldwin, and I'm also a co-founder and the chairman of FotoFest. FotoFest has been around for a long time. We were actually founded in 1983 in Houston, Texas, and we had our first biennial in 1986.
FotoFest actually is the first and the longest running photography biennial of its kind in the United States. And its goals are to create and maintain an internationally respected platform for the discovery of important work, both contemporary and historical, from around the world. There's a very strong visual heritage in Russia. This is no secret. But very little is known about that period from, say, 55, 56 to the present. The idea of doing that is to put this back into visibility. There's a very short section just to remind people what socialist realism, and particularly the kind of heroic representation of the human being. With the thaw came the reemergence of the personal voice, the personal expression in photography, and the use of photography as a metaphorical expression, not simply socialist realism. So Nikolai Perukhin's work, for example, is taking the shirts of sailors, not creating kind of heroic sailors, but actually looking at the kind of design of the shirt and creating a graphic image as opposed to an image that represents the glory of the Soviet reality. And here Vladimir Lagrange is doing a metaphysical, metaphorical version of the diplomat. It's something that is almost bordering on the abstract and slightly surreal. With the opening of Perestroika, with 1985, the announcement by Gorbachev of the reconstructing of Soviet-Russian society, you had an explosion of artistic efforts. This is Olga Tobreluts from St. Petersburg. She did these kind of semi-classical reinterpretations of tableau. Savchenko was one of the early people in the late 80s, early 90s to arise during Perestroika, where he deliberately painted out people's faces. It was a confrontation with what the Stalinist socialist realism had tried to do. The very young generation, which had very little direct experience with communism, is very inward-oriented, very self-oriented, looking very much at the experience of what it's like growing up. This is Nikita Pirogov, and this is a series of video and still images that show a sort of summer experience with friends and family. Anna Skladman, whose work actually has been shown abroad, she studied at ICP here in New York. She's from a well-to-do Russian family, and this is a series that she did on the children of the oligarchs in Russia.